Hello?
Can you see me?
Hello?
Okay, I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, can you
Okay.
say hello?
Whose
Oh,
feet is that a while ago?
yeah, I finished my competition. Okay.
How is it?
Mm, not, not.
What happened in your competition? Who won the
Oh,
competition?
it's not good. As my teacher takes my answer paper and I have 20 mistakes.
I'm sorry, you have?
20 mistakes.
Can you type it?
20 mistakes.
20%?
Mis-
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Have 20%?
mistakes. Do you know mistakes?
Oh, you have mistakes. But
Yeah.
did you won?
Yeah.
Did you won?
Hmm. I think I will get out there and use it. Oh, but I'm not so good with this.
Mm-hmm. At least that you survived the competition. Excuse me. Did you enjoy the competition?
No. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Can you say? I don't. But
So how was a
I have another part of the lesson, but I think I'm not good with this.
Mhm.
I think the writing is not good.
Mhm. Hold on, I'm really curious. Whose feet is that? Who is that kid behind you?
Oh, my brother.
His feet is so
Yes.
small. His feet is so small. How old is he? He's
Now,
9 years old, right?
yeah, he's 9 years old.
Her,
That's all right.
oh,
Oh,
that. Oh, what happened to him?
uh, bạn nói cho cháu.
That is okay. That is okay.
He is drinking apple juice and he pour it.
Oh.
Me, not now.
All
I
right.
mean, you crazy?
Your brother's feet is so small. All right. So at least you survived the day. You survived the competition, and you fought a great fight. Hold on. You fought a great fight. So
What's that? Sorry.
congratulations.
Wait. Can you wait a minute? I have to say that. Mom, please no. Xuống nước trắng là lâu nè. Sorry. Sorry,
Look,
I turn my clothes.
ay, tama, 3:30. All right. That's all right. All right. So how about? Oh, no. So hold on, what do you call this? Tonight we are going to finish our lesson about Unit 7. I'm very organized, alright? So we haven't started this yet. We just read the vocabulary for this topic, correct?
Okay.
Mhm. Now, what I want you to do is, what kind of person are you in your school or in your house? Okay, and I will put the X. I will put X to the words that describe you, okay?
Okay.
Are you a detail-oriented person?
Details. Okay. What are details?
Are
Detail
you a
oriented.
detail-oriented?
We wait to translate. This detail oriented. Oh, I,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what is this. What is it?
Uh, Detail-oriented means that, for example, you are reading a book, and since you are a detail-oriented person, you notice a lot of mistakes, even the smallest mistakes from that
Oh,
book.
not.
So you don't mind with anything in front of you, like you don't notice some small mistakes or even bigger mistakes. You don't notice?
No, I often not do this. My mother says that I'm a bit clumsy.
Again?
Clumsy is,
Oh, hold on. Your mom said that. Yeah, your mom said that you are clumsy.
yeah.
uh, why? How does your mom say that you are clumsy? What do you do?
Mm, I often forget what my mother said, and sometimes I break things.
I know a person just like you, that even though she is holding the thing already, she will still gonna drop it.
Yeah.
A very clumsy person, I know. Right? I'm so
Huh.
efficient.
Okay. My brother and my dog. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
All right, for the next word, efficient.
Efficient?
Are you an
No.
efficient person? Are you an efficient student?
No, because sometimes I usually don't hear, don't listen to people. I think it's mm, I think people often talk with me when I'm in bad mood.
What do you mean that you think that other people is talking behind your back?
Yeah.
Oh, and why can you say that? How do you feel?
Oh, my friends not talking about me behind my back, but I think some what some little students in your grade 7 and 8. I, I think I'm not talking behind their back.
Why do
I'm
they hate
I'm
you?
not do anything, but I think they don't like me.
Hmm.
I think I'm not, or I think, or I forgot, but I think I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they are just envy. That's why they doing or they saying bad things about you, or maybe you just overthink. So don't mind them as long as you have your friends that knows you very well. That's what in that's what
Yeah,
is
I have
important.
many friends. Oh, yeah.
Don't mind those people who talk behind your back. You don't care. Okay, don't mind them. All right. They're just their lives are lonely so that they talk with other people because that people has a interesting life. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So organized. I know already the answer here. All right. Organized.
Things like organized. Oh, not good. Actually, not. I my room often not organized. They
Yeah, but
dirty. Yeah.
do you
Oh,
still have
I forgot. I forgot to clean the room. I forget.
Yeah, you told me last time. Do you still have plans to organize your room? Do you still have plans to organize your room
My friends help me or Mr. Organized.
on your own? Just your own.
I think.
All right. Okay. So, are you a hardworking student? I mean, are you a yeah,
No. Oh, my dog is what?
hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you give your best when you study or do you put your
Oh, I
best to
think.
clean the house?
I think that's the study.
Are you a hardworking student? I mean, do you work hard for your study?
I will have from my study.
Uh-huh, very good. You have to work hard on your study. Do you study every night? I mean, do you review your lessons? Do you study
No,
your lesson?
I study your lesson. I think I really review. So I think my method to study is not good.
Mm-hmm.
I often forgot to review.
That's all right. Not every student review every night. Okay. And are you a self-starter? Are you a self-starter?
Spider,
Starter.
starter. Okay, can you start?
Uh-huh. This one. Are you a self-starter?
No, it. I mean, I don't know this word means.
Okay, let me type it. Self-starter means that you can do a certain thing without
Ok,
any
mày
help.
cho mẹ thả miệng ra mẹ, nó ổn lắm.
Self-starter is a person who
Kim,
can do a certain thing with on their own. They do need assistance from other people. Okay, so there. Self-starter is a person who can do a certain things on their own. They do need, oh no, they do not need, they do not need assistance from other people. Did you get it?
let me see.
Again?
It bites me.
Oh, take your dog away with, take a, uh-huh.
Oh, it's wrong. Okay. A
Again.
self-starter is a person who can do a certain thing on their own.
They do not. Need assistance from other
No.
people.
I often get my friends help. There is a few things that I don't need people to do with me. I think it's my homework.
Uh-huh. How about in cleaning the house? Does your mom needs to tell you to clean the house or you clean on your own?
Oh, I clean my own.
Oh, so that means you're a self-starter. You can do a thing, you can clean the house without your mom telling you to do so. So that's what we call self-starter. You start doing a certain thing without anyone telling you to do it. Did you get it?
Okay.
All right. How about
Oh, another dog. Is,
your
oh,
dogs
another dog.
are so naughty?
Another boy is no, he not naughty
Hello,
because
doggo.
the other on it is one face.
Is that the dog you showed me last night?
No, not his
Oh,
another.
they
His
look
father.
like. They look
Yeah,
like
they are father and son.
they are all the same. Are they all the same?
No, father and son.
Ah, father and son. Where is the mother?
The mother is not here.
Huh? Where is she?
She is in another house. She's in a different house.
Oh, all right. Okay, so let's continue. Are you a perfectionist?
No, I'm very clumsy and I'm not this. I don't see any mistake.
All right, so you don't mind what's going on your surroundings. Uh-huh. Okay. And how about a team player? Are you a team player?
Prayer?
Team player. Like you are very
Prayer?
competitive.
No, because I often, in my break time, I often sit in the classroom and draw.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I talk with my friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I guess you are a team player. All right. So are you a professional?
Not professional, let me
Uh-huh.
see.
Water, please. Are you
Mm,
prefer?
I,
Are you
I, I think I think I'm professional in drawing.
in what?
In drawing.
Cotton acetone, please. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. How can you say so? Hold on. Let me drink a water. Thank you.
Motivate. Let me see. Motivate. Is
Again,
it
how can you say that you are a professional?
mm, oh, what?
Unsa tayo ni cutics din?
Yeah, professional.
Uh-huh. All
Oh, I
right.
can see you.
Mhm. Okay. Are you a motivated person?
Yeah, I have many motivate my family, my friends.
How can you say so that you are a motivated person?
Yeah, because I do anything for my friends and my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to study hard because of my parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, before we end this activity, can you please tell me more about yourself? Please describe yourself more.
God, please, what was myself before?
Huh?
Could you
Describe
repeat? Describe.
huh?
Describe.
yourself
Describe.
more.
Nice.
Tell me more about yourself.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to know?
Like
I
your
don't know how to describe, so you
character.
can ask me.
Your
What else?
character. What is
Partner?
your personality? What is your attitude? Things like that.
Personality. Oh, let me see. I like drawing. I think I torrent,
You think
torrential, torrential,
conscious?
torrential.
Can you type it?
Oh, yeah, let me translate. I don't know. This word, torrential, or torrential. I don't know. Is this?
Oh, I'm not familiar with this word. Torrential? Hold on. Torrential. I never heard about it. Oh, there's no word about torrential.
Oh,
What do you mean torrential?
mm, tolerant,
Uh-huh.
tolerant. I think this is what.
Is that an English word?
La.
Territorial, you mean?
What? Mẹ câu hỏi con lúc con nằm this. This. I think because I often forget the mistake people.
Is this what you mean?
Yeah.
Territorial. Do you know what is the meaning of territorial?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What is the meaning of territorial?
Often give up. Give up the mistake. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sure.
Okay. So territorial means that, for example, if, for example only, okay?
Only. Oh,
If this is your
I
place,
often give up for my brother when he breaks my thing. I think I'm too tired, so
I know what you want. I think this is what you mean. Low tolerance. Like you don't have a patience. You don't have a long patience. I think that's what you mean.
yeah.
Because
I'm
again,
very patient. I think I'm too
impatient.
patient. So I often give up my brother mistake.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And what does your brother do when you beat him? What does your brother do when you beat him?
He go to play. He go out to play.
All right. Okay, so let's continue. Oh, hold on. Okay. So now I want you to listen to the audio twice, and I want you to pay attention to this because I'm going to ask you about the conversation, and after that, I want you to find the best places to add the sentences below to the conversation and read it. Read it, okay? Just like the old times that we do.
Okay.
All right.
We will listen first and or we choose the
I want you to listen first, okay?
okay.
All right. Do you have a pen and paper with you?
Yes.
All right. Hold on.
Lesson 14. I'm very organized. Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What are Kyle's strengths and weaknesses? Do you think he will get the job?
All right, Kyle. Now I'd like to ask, what would you bring to our organization?
Well, I'm very organized. I can keep track of a lot of different tasks at a time.
I see.
Also, I'm extremely efficient.
That's excellent. And what is your biggest weakness?
Let me think. Sometimes I'm too detail-oriented, but that can be useful when I'm writing a report.
And what is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
Good question. Well, once I had to work with a team of 30 people. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player.
Mm-hmm. You want to listen again?
Okay. Yes, okay. Oh,
Do you want to listen again?
yeah.
Okay.
Lesson 14. I'm very organized.
Ayaw, look.
Page 34. Conversation. A. Listen. What are Kyle's strengths and weaknesses? Do you think he will get the job?
All right, Kyle. Now I'd like to ask, what would you bring to our organization?
Well, I'm very organized. I can keep track of a lot of different tasks at a time.
I see.
Also, I'm extremely efficient.
That's excellent. And what is your biggest weakness?
Let me think. Sometimes I'm too detail-oriented, but that can be useful when I'm writing a report.
And what is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
Good question. Well, once I had to work with a team of 30 people. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player.
Mm-hmm. So, did you get it?
Waste a big time. Okay, I'm not sure with this, but okay. I read, sorry. All right, Carl.
Yeah.
Now I would like to ask, what would you bring to your organization? We need someone who is organized to it. Well, I'm very organized. I can keep track of a lot of different tasks at a time. I see, in other words, what are your biggest strengths? Also, I'm extremely efficient. We have to complete a project in a week. That's excellent. And what is your biggest weakness? Let me say sometimes I'm too detail-oriented. That can be useful when I'm writing a report. And what is the biggest challenge you have faced as well? Good question. Well, when I have to work with a team of 30 people, I can do a lot of work in a short time, in a short amount of time. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player.
Mm-hmm. Before we answer that,
Yeah.
what are Kyle's strengths and weaknesses?
Oh, oh. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I have to read this work.
Ah, uh-huh. Just your answer only. What are Kyle's strengths and weaknesses?
I try to, uh, he is extremely efficient,
Mm-hmm. How?
and her weakness is he is detail oriented.
Okay, very good. And do you think you will get the job?
No, I don't think he's good at anything.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see if you got the correct answers. Okay,
I'm
hold
not
on.
sure.
All right, you can see this. So in number one,
Oh,
I don't know this. Hold on.
one is B.
Okay, get confused. Hold on. So number one,
A
uh-huh.
B B
Number two,
B
it's
C.
letter.
Oh, I'm correct. Only one.
Hold on. So this is correct. Number three, it's letter D. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is one. All right, Kyle. Now I'd like to ask, what would you bring to our organization? We had to complete a project in a week. This is number one. This is letter A. And I see, well, I'm very organized. I can keep track a lot of different tasks at a time. I see. In other words, what are your greatest strengths? Mm-hmm. So this is correct. But number three, it should be
Hmm.
also, I'm extremely efficient. I can do a lot of work in a short amount of time. And this one, good question. Well, once I had to work with a team of 30 people. We need someone who is organized a week. That was difficult, but I'm a good team player. All right, it's quite difficult, but still, you did a great job. You got one correct answer. That's good. All right, so now let's continue. All right, now can you please read this? Read the asking interview questions.
Oh,
Uh huh.
I,
Please
I,
read, please read
I,
this.
oh, just only did I don't have to find what's it. What would you bring to your organization? What are your biggest strengths? What is your biggest weakness? What is the biggest challenge you ever faced at work? Well, I'm
Okay.
very organized. Let's say I'm a hard worker. I have good writing skills. Sometimes I'm too detail oriented. I used to really used to it now. Let me think once I have to.
Okay, so use the expressions that's an interesting question or good question for difficult questions. Now, for example, I will ask you, what are your greatest strengths?
Hmm. Is my tolerance?
Your tolerance. That is your strength?
Yeah.
Why is that your strength?
I think it makes people mistake me because my friend often says that I'm a patient people. I'm impatient. I'm very patient.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what is your biggest weakness?
Mm, patient.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so clumsy, and I'm not organized.
You're not organized? All
Yeah.
right. Uh-huh. So tell me, What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at school?
Um, mm,
What is the biggest challenge you faced at school?
oh, this, um, um, a student, a student told my teacher that I talked about that thing behind his back. So he told my teacher, but I don't do this. I really don't know who he is. Why, why, why he is lying.
Really? Like,
Yeah,
y-
I
y-
don't know. I don't know who he is.
really? Hold on. Let me digest it. You are talking about your teacher, and then someone heard it, and then he told your teacher about
No,
it.
no, 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 no. No, he told my teacher that uh, I, I have talked that thing behind his back.
But that is not true.
Yeah,
Oh,
I really don't know him, and try and I try to pursue. I try to explain him in the with my teacher. So, and my friends persuade the teacher that I don't do this. So, um, the teacher
your
give up.
teacher didn't listen to you?
No, she listened to me.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, who is
I
that
like
person?
I love my teacher. And
Oh,
she know me and yeah.
she forgive you even though you don't you didn't do anything.
Yeah, I really don't know who he is.
Oh my god, that person.
I don't remember that I have meeting.
Maybe he just
I think he blames for me or another person talk with him saying this that is me.
yeah, I guess too. All right, at least you know in yourself that what do you call this? You know in yourself that it's not the truth, and you know that you don't say or you don't badmouth your teacher. All right. So now let's continue. Another activity. Listen, listen. I want you to write the correct interview for each strength and weaknesses. Okay, listen to the audio and you have to write if who is cooperative, who is good, who is good people skills. You have to write which one is the person or what are their weaknesses and strength. Did you get it?
Okay.
And also you have to take note what were Lena and Jill biggest challenges at work. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So are you ready now?
Okay.
Page 35. Listening. A and B.
So, Lena, tell me, what would you bring to our organization?
Well, first of all, I'm a self-starter. If I see a job that needs to be done, I do it. I don't wait for someone to ask me to do it.
That's great. What are some of your other strengths?
I'm very professional and I have good people skills. I get along with people very well.
Okay, that's good. Now, what is your biggest weakness?
Let me think. I would have to say that my biggest weakness is sometimes I'm a perfectionist, but that can be useful in certain situations. For example, last year when our accountant quit, I had to take over the accounting duties. I found several mistakes and saved my company over $1,000.
That's very impressive. I have one more question for you. What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
That's an interesting question. Once I had to give a presentation to a group of 50 employees. I had only one day to prepare. I was really nervous, but I prepared very carefully and my presentation went very well.
Your resume looks very impressive, Gil.
Thank you very much.
You have a lot of work experience, but what are some of your greatest strengths?
Let's see. Well, I'm responsible. You can always count on me to get to the office on time and finish my work.
Good, that's important. What other strengths would you bring to our organization?
Well, I'm very detail-oriented. My work is never sloppy. Also, I'm very cooperative and I work well with others.
I'm pleased to hear that. What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced at work?
Well, once I had to manage 10 projects at one time because my company didn't have enough managers. It was very difficult to keep all of the projects organized, but we finished all 10 projects on time.
That's great. What are your biggest weaknesses?
Actually, I used to be very disorganized, but I took a class on organization skills, and now being organized is one of my biggest strengths.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to listen again or do you have all the answers?
No. If we don't have enough time, so I will check the answer.
Okay, all right. So let's see. What is the strength and weaknesses of Lena?
Strength is self-doubt,
Uh-huh.
professional,
Mm-hmm.
good people skills.
Mm-hmm.
The weakness is perfectionist.
All right. How about Gil?
Me?
How about Gil? Or
Yes. He is responsible,
Uh-huh.
detailed,
Uh-huh.
detail-oriented, cooperative, and organized.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see first. Okay, good job. You got all the correct answers. Now, what is the greatest or the biggest challenge at work for Lena? Uh-huh. What?
I think I'm not sure with this. She has to give a presentation to 30 people, and she prepared well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good. She had to give a presentation to a group of 50 employees. She had only one day to prepare. Okay. How about for Gil?
She has to keep all the project online.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she used to, for the correct answer is Gil used to be very disorganized. Did you hear it? So Gil used to
I'm
be.
not sure with this.
All right. So we are just going to continue tomorrow, and because it's already our time, okay? All right. Thank you for tonight, Anne, and congratulations because you did a great job fighting for your competition. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Thank you.
see you tomorrow, and good night.
Okay. Yeah.